So how you doing? Hey, today we're going to run a pretty cool comparison. We're going to run a comparison of my Homelite Super XL Auto, the ported one, against Charles Briscoe's ported Echo 4910. The difference on these saws is pretty, there's a lot of things different on these saws. So let me kind of go over this. So just so you got an idea, because this really isn't a fair comparison, like an equal match, if you know what I mean. So let me show you. All right, so here they are. Echo 4910, ported by Charles Briscoe. The Homelite Super XL Auto, ported by myself. There's quite a bit difference between these saws. I mean, the Echo runs a 325 chain. The Homelite's running 3/8 chain. In fact, the Echo's on a semi-chisel chain, and the Homelite's on a semi-chisel with a whole bunch of safety rakers. This is 325, this is 3/8, so there's a bit of a difference. The 4910 is 50 cc, the Homelite's 58 cc. Many things to consider here. Now we are cutting a softwood. If you take a look here, you see how she's kind of frizzy? That's a telltale sign you got softwood. Let me show you. I actually can show you the difference. So this would be softwood. Now if you look at this wood, it's not frizzy really at all. This is hardwood. This is black locust. So, there's a bit of a difference in the cut between the two woods. The fibers are just totally different, so it's hard to do a comparison between a hardwood and a softwood. Here's another piece. You can see she's not really any frizziness at that. You know what I mean? Nothing really frizzy like softwood does. But if you've never experienced the difference between a soft and a hardwood, or if you're in one of those areas that has a mix of soft and hardwoods everywhere, that's a good way to tell is just look at the wood after the cut. Softwood fibers will tear apart and be a little more frayed, if you know what I mean, versus a hardwood. So good telltale sign of what you're in. Now, what do you say we go on with this and do a comparison between the Homelite XL Auto and the Echo? And I don't think this is going to be a race of saws as much as just a comparison to see how my Homelite stacks up against his 4910. Now, if you look close, you can see the two saws are very similar in size. The power head. So if you're used to running one or the other, it'll give you kind of a good comparison between the two. They are very similar in size, except the Echo is easily several pounds lighter. So something for you to consider there as well. The Echo is definitely lighter. In fact, I'm going to be changing this Echo up in the future here. I'm going to change it to an 8-pin sprocket, full chisel chain, and sometime down the road, I'm going to put a longer bar on it. I might go to 24, but we'll see. A 20 or 24 is what I'll end up going with in the end. But we'll see though. First thing I'm going to do is take it to a full chisel chain on an 8-pin. But hey, let's see what happens, and this should be interesting. So there we go, a little comparison between the two saws. Like I said, it's not really a race. It's, you know, the saws are way too different to consider this a race of builds or anything like that. CC difference is way off and everything. I mean, one of them is from what, 1980s, early 80s, late 70s, and the other one is pretty much brand spanking new. So, you know, this is vintage versus modern with port jobs. I guess you can say that. And, you know, that's the way she is. I can tell you in the cut there is a difference between the two saws. The Echo is definitely, how would you put it? The Echo definitely wants a hungrier chain than what's on it. So I gotta definitely get a little more of something. So, you know, that's what we're working on. We're going to take the saw up to an 8-pin and so forth, just to eat up some of that extra torque the saw has. And, you know, the Homelite, I've been building these for a while, so I've got it pretty well dialed in. So there's still a few changes to be made to the Echo until it's sitting, you know, exactly the way I want it. But, you know, I just thought for the fun of it, let's make this video. So I spoke on the last video about making this comparison, and there were enough folks interested that, you know, we went ahead and did it. So here we are. We got the Homelite Super XL Auto versus the Echo 4910, a little vintage versus modern comparison. Now if the Homelite was lined up against a modern 60cc class ported saw, it wouldn't stand a chance. But I thought, you know, the comparison between these two videos is quite interesting because of, you know, how similar they are in the cuts and so forth. They do feel very similar. Except the Echo is way lighter. It's definitely more comfortable to run in a long period of time, if you know what I mean. But anyway, hey, I thought you guys would enjoy this, so we'll catch you on the next one. Later.